He thought he was coming home to peace. A wealthy man stepping into his grand house earlier than expected, never imagined the horror waiting behind his own doors. In the glow of his chandeliers, he didn't find love, loyalty, or respect. He found something far darker. His wife, the woman he trusted most, was caught humiliating an innocent girl, the black daughter of their maid. What he witnessed wasn't just betrayal of their marriage, but betrayal of humanity itself. And in that moment, one decision would change everything. Would he stay silent, or make an example the world would never forget? For years, Richard Wallace had built his empire from the ground up. From the outside, his life seemed untouchable. A sprawling mansion on the hill, expensive cars lining the driveway, and a reputation as one of the city's most successful entrepreneurs. To his neighbors, he was the picture of triumph. To his employees, he was the model of discipline and ambition. But behind all the wealth and prestige, Richard carried one belief that defined him more than any business deal: respect for every human being, no matter their race or background. It was this belief that set him apart in a world where quiet prejudices still lingered in every corner. He valued loyalty, treated his staff fairly, and took pride in ensuring that even those in the lowest positions under his roof felt seen and respected. For Richard, character mattered far more than social standing. His wife, Eleanor, however, carried a different outlook. Known for her charm in public, she often hid a colder, crueler side behind closed doors. While she played the role of the perfect hostess at dinners and galas, her disdain for those she considered beneath her simmered just beneath the surface. In Richard's absence, Eleanor had grown accustomed to ruling the household with an iron hand. And though their black maid, Grace, had served the family with quiet dignity for years, Eleanor's eyes always lingered with a harshness that went unnoticed or perhaps ignored by most. That night, when Richard returned home earlier than expected, he thought he was stepping back into the safety of his sanctuary. Instead, he was about to walk into the very moment that would shatter his illusions and force him to confront not just his wife's cruelty, but the deeper poison of racism hiding within his own home. Richard's footsteps echoed through the marble hallway as he dropped his briefcase by the door. It was unusual for him to be home this early. He had canceled a late meeting after an exhausting week, eager for a rare evening of quiet. He expected laughter from the living room, or perhaps the smell of dinner wafting in from the kitchen. Instead, he was greeted by silence, an unsettling kind that immediately pressed against his chest. Drawn by faint noises upstairs, he moved cautiously, each step heavier than the last. As he neared the guest wing, the sounds grew clearer, harsh words, sharp tones followed by muffled sobs. He froze at the doorway, and when he finally pushed